guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by today because today we are going to be working on a sewing project. I thought it'd be really fun to do a little plush creature, and I haven't done it in quite a while, so figured I would do something kind of cute and simple today. So I'm going to be making a plush roly-poly. If you don't know what a roly-poly is, another name they go by is pillbug. Actually, they go by a bunch of different names. If you Google it, there's like a really long list. It's kind of funny that they just have all these different names. Another interesting thing is they really aren't an insect or a bug. They're more of a crustacean, which is kind of cool. Also, I have a downloadable pattern for sale for this project, so if you guys want to follow along and make your own pillbug, that is in my Etsy shop as well. But anyways, let's get started on the project. Okay, so this is the pattern that I'm going to be using for this project. I do want to point out that this is just a simple sketched out version of the original pattern. So it's all done with pen and it's a little messy right now. And the digital download that I have for sale on my Etsy shop, that's going to be all nice and cleaned up so it won't look like this. Anyways, let's get started on putting our little roly-poly together. Now, working on this piece was a bit of a work in progress, so as I did it, I did a few test pieces. I made this one first, and I decided that I didn't want to do the little joints in the very middle of the back the same way. This one, I did them all separately, and I wanted to make this one simple piece of fabric in the next one. So what I ended up doing this time around was I took one long piece of fabric cut to the right dimensions that I needed to fold it, and I just kind of like folded it back and forth until it looked like it was layered. Now I ended up making alterations to this as well because it still needed a little bit adjusting. So I'm really quickly going to show you the finished product and basically show you why I needed to change it up a little bit. So what I ended up doing first was I sewed both of the sides of this fabric after folding it to hold everything in place. Well, that works really well for the ends of it, but the very middle kind of makes the fabric move around and stuff. So at the end, I ended up needing to take a little bit of needle and thread and sew the fabric in place so it wouldn't slide around and it would keep the shape that I needed it to. So to avoid having to do this with the finished product, what I ended up figuring out was a better solution was when folding the fabric to sew each fold. So I would fold one section, sew it, and then fold another section, sew it, and then the fabric became one solid piece and it didn't move around. So I just wanted to point that out, that this would be a lot better way of doing the backing of a roly-poly than what I ended up doing in the tutorial. So this is kind of like a bit of an edit to the tutorial, and I figured I'd get it out of the way real quick. Anyways, the next pieces that I started working on were the head and the tail. Now these are going to be basically exactly the same. So the head and the tail are the exact same pattern piece. So for both the head and the tail, they are going to have a top and a bottom. So I'm going to take these two pieces, sandwich them together, and we're just going to sew all the way around until we get to that little V shape. I'm going to leave that open, that way we can flip it right side out. And then after we flip it right side out, we're going to hand sew that closed. Now the way I have the back of our roly-poly set up, there is a decent amount of layering to try and get all the little segments done. So what we're going to work on now is basically what's going to be underneath all three of the pieces that we already sewed. So for this we have a left and a right, and we're just going to put these two pieces together and sew down one of the sides, the more curved side. So now we're going to take the other pattern pieces that we have sewn and we're going to sew everything together that we currently have. So I'm going to take the middle portion that we have that has the little layers, and we're going to sew it to the back portion of the one piece that we just sewed. Then we can sew the head and tail in place. So the head is going to be going over those layered pieces of fabric, so we're going to sew that in place, and then the tail is going to go under one of those layers of fabric. That way all the layers go in the same direction. So I'm going to sew those in place, and then we're going to move on to doing all the legs and the antennae. Now the legs are going to be kind of time consuming. So there are 14 legs on a roly-poly in total. There's 7 on each side, and then we have the 2 antennae. So I have all of these sketched out onto one piece of fabric that's folded over onto itself, and it's just going to be easier to sew everything together before cutting it out. So I've got all of the legs drawn out on one piece of fabric. I'm going to sew all of them in place, cut them out, and then flip them right side out. And again, this is going to take quite a while because there's 14 of them plus the antennae. Now with the first roly-poly, when I made the legs, I didn't add wires to them, but this time around I want to see how it works if I add wires inside of the legs. So I'm just going to cut a bunch of pieces of wires to fit inside of the legs. I'm going to slide them in, and then we're going to take our fabric legs and we're going to pin them to the fabric body that we already have made. So I'm going to pin those in place, and then we can get them sewn into place. For this, just be careful on laying everything out so you have the legs as evenly placed as you can get them. And then once we have all the legs sewn into place on the top portion of the body, we're going to take the belly piece and we're going to start sewing that in place underneath everything. So we're kind of closing everything up. Now with this, the fabric is starting to get a little bit too thick for my liking to use my sewing machine because I don't really have an industrial one. So I'm going to start hand sewing and putting this together. So I'm just going to sew these two pieces together, going all the way around. And then once you have that sewn into place, obviously you want to leave a little bit open to flip it right side out. So I'm going to flip everything right side out, and then we're going to sew the head in place. So the head is made out of these two pieces of fabric. So I'm going to sew these two pieces of fabric together first, and then I'm going to hand sew this onto the body right underneath the antennae on the underside of the body. So I'm going to sew that in place, and then I'm also going to stuff it a little bit. After we have the head in place, I'm then going to start stuffing the body. I'm going to also add a posable loop of wire inside of the body so you can kind of move him a little bit, and then I'm going to close him up. Lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to sew the legs in place on the underside of the body. So I'm going to start taking those legs and I'm going to start stitching them in place so they hold their shape and position underneath the roly-poly instead of off to the side like they currently are. Okay guys, and here are the little roly-polies that I made. This is the first one that I made as a tester, and what I did differently with this was, for one, I didn't add wires to the legs. This one does have wires, but what I did was I did these in layers, so they're all separate pieces of fabric. So if you like how this looks, I'd highly recommend doing it that way. I also gave him a bit more of a thicker wire frame so he kind of holds his shape a bit more. And then this one, I was trying to make this part a little bit easier, so this is one piece of fabric like I showed in the tutorial. The only thing different is I did make some corrections, so you saw in the tutorial that this was done a little bit differently. But anyways, they came out really cute, and I'm going to have both of them in my Etsy shop, so if anyone wants to buy them and give them a new home, check the links down below. Also, I have a downloadable pattern for sale for this project, so if you guys want to follow along and make your own pill bug, that is in my Etsy shop as well. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!